6 years ago, Elon Musk launched a Tesla Roadster into space using a SpaceX rocket. It's still racing through space. It could potentially collide with Earth, say some experts. It could also collide with Mars or even with the sun. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. This is the longest mileage Tesla. In fact, this is the longest mileage vehicle in the history of mankind. I mean, technically, it hasn't done this in the same way that other cars do, driving with its tires going around. However, this car has most certainly exceeded its 36,000 mile warranty. In fact, many times, actually 86,000 times. And that means it's now done 3.1 billion miles. That's not a joke. On the 6th of February 2018, SpaceX launched the maiden flight of its Falcon Heavy rocket, which is a booster used for deep space missions. What was on it? Well, it had a special payload on board a cherry red 2008 Tesla Roadster, which was owned by Elon Musk himself. The sports car was permanently mounted on the rocket's second stage, and it had a spacesuit-clad dummy called Starman sitting in the driver's seat. Now, as far as we know, Starman is still sitting in the driver's seat, and this red Tesla Roadster is still flying through space. The car and its dummy driver, weighing nearly 3,000 pounds together, was to demonstrate the Falcon Heavy was capable of launching heavy payloads towards Mars on future missions. Musk said at the time that he wanted to inspire the public about the possibility of something new happening in space. Now, it was, I guess, one of Elon Musk's crazy marketing ideas, but it's kind of worked. Since then, SpaceX is the largest space company on Earth, and it's worth approximately $160 billion based on today's valuations. Space, since launch, tracking where the Roadster is in space has become an annual curiosity, according to whereisroadster.com, an independent site tracking the vehicle's location using NASA data. It is around about 66,000 miles or 5.84 light minutes from Earth. But it's moving towards us at 4,416 miles per hour. The car is also moving towards Mars and the sun. You might be wondering to yourself, if it's done 3.1 billion miles, why is it only 65 million miles away from us? Well, that's because it's actually going around in this kind of weird orbit around the sun. The Roadster is going around the sun in an irregular orbit approximately every 557 days, and it has finished nearly 3.93, or by the time you're watching this video, probably 4 solar orbits, according to the tracking site. This orbit will be stable for several million years, according to NASA, although solar and cosmic radiation, well, they could potentially destroy the Roadster, but no one actually really knows. Elon Musk himself thought maybe it'd be a good idea to send a space mission to find the Roadster, but I don't think he was serious. All of this is based on simulations. The car hasn't actually been observed since March 2018, which was about a month after its launch. According to SpaceX's calculation, the Roadster completed its first orbit of the sun in August 2019 and made its first close approach to Mars on the 7th of October 2020. The next close approach to Earth is expected to happen around about 2047 at a distance, which is still a long way away, of 5 million kilometers. Now, eventually Musk's Roadster could actually, potentially, in fact it's likely, to crash into the Earth, Venus, or the Sun. Now, obviously it would burn up before hitting any of the surfaces of any of those individual planets or suns, but according to estimates by Hanno Rain, an astrophysicist at the University of Toronto in Canada, the odds of it colliding with Earth and probably burning up in Earth's atmosphere within the next 15 million years are about 22%. There is a 12% chance it will crash into Venus and a 12% chance it will crash into the Sun. The Roadster was originally intended to be placed into a heliocentric orbit, which is an orbit around the barycenter of the solar system, near Mars, but not the actual orbit around the planet, because the rocket stage carrying the car was not equipped with the equipment needed to maneuver it into the exact orbit. Musk actually tweeted in 2019 that SpaceX may one day launch a small spacecraft to catch up with the Roadster and take photographs or even bring it back to Earth for research. Now, I don't think that's very likely, but you never know. At the Roadster's launch in 2018, Musk set dummy Starman to listen to endless loops of David Bowie's Space Odyssey in one ear and Life on Mars in the other ear during the journey. Now, if the battery is still working, probably isn't, but if it is, then Starman has listened to Space Oddity 614,000 times, and he has listened to Is There Life on Mars 826,000 times. Another interesting statistic, the Roadster has actually driven far enough to drive all of the world's roads 77.5 times. Every single road, 77 times. That's a long way. Guys, what are your thoughts about this? I mean, is this thing still out there, or has it been destroyed? Is it real? Was it even a good idea to do this? I mean, Roadsters are worth quite a bit now. You can resell them for, I think they're selling for nearly $1 million. Either way, guys, I find this stuff a bit of fun. Hopefully it livens up your weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.